Class, we learned syntax. Now I would like to know from you, can you define what is syntax? Any one of you can reply. Please tell me what is syntax. I am waiting for your reply. Agreement, Deepsika has replied, agreement between verb and subject. Good. Anyone else who wants to define it? What is syntax? Please. That day, didn't I tell you? Syntax is that part of grammar which shows the exact use of verb according to subject and its number. Okay, let me check you. What is direct speech? Please tell what is direct speech? Very recently, I have told you the definition of direct and indirect speech. Will anyone tell me what is direct speech? No one? Okay, once again I revise you. As you know, actual words speaker said. Good. So for all of you, once again I revise you the definition of direct and indirect speech. Listen to me carefully. As we know, speech can be divided into two parts. One is known as direct speech and another is known as indirect speech. We have already discussed the significance of direct as well as indirect speech. Both of them are very essential, especially the scene, the incident which had happened, and when we narrate it in present time, that time we use indirect speech. And if we don't do so, we will create lots of confusion. I mean to say, when you use direct speech for the past incidents, you will obviously create lots of confusion for the listener. So let us know first of all the definition of direct speech, quoting the actual words of a speaker. Quoting the actual, quote means speak. The actual words of a speaker is termed as direct speech. Means when we repeat the same words of a speaker, that is called direct speech. On the other hand, reporting what a speaker says. Report means also speak. Reporting what a speaker says means we don't bring any changing in the content or in the meaning. Sorry, not in the content. Better we should say in the meaning. We don't bring any change in the meaning of the speaker's statement. So reporting what a speaker says, but without quoting his actual words, means here we don't repeat word by word. Here some changes occur because we are narrating in indirect speech. So there will not be changing in the meaning, but there will be changing in the contents, and that happens because of indirect speech. So we can say reporting what a speaker says without quoting his actual words in is termed as indirect speech. So in direct speech, we speak the same statement of the speaker, but we don't follow him word by word. Some of the changes in the content occur because it is changed into indirect speech. And I have already told you the basic changes which we do in indirect speech. They are known as change of person, change of tense, and change of other parts of speech. There are three basic changes which can be seen or observed in indirect speech, and they are known as change of person, change of tense, and change of other parts of it. So as in the definition I told you, in indirect speech we report what a speaker said but without quoting his actual words. So why do we not quote his actual words? The reason is because of these three basic rules: change of person, change of tense, and other parts of speech. Some changes occur in indirect speech, and that is why The statement is the same, the meaning is the same, but there is a little bit difference in the content according to the rule, which are known as change of person, change of tense, and other parts of speech. In change of person, we know there are. Do you know how many types of persons are? How many types of persons are? Please reply. Deepsika has replied. Only Deepsika is listening to me, and everyone is sleeping. I am waiting for others also. Please reply if you know. Really, it is fact there are three persons. Saurabh has also replied three. Good. So there are three persons, and these persons are known as first person, second person, and third person. Yes, first person, second person, third person. Very good, Saurabh. So here we should know when we talk about first person, what do we mean by first person? For whom the term first person is used. So first person is used for the speaker. At present, I am speaking to you, so I am first person. When you are replying to my answer, it means you are speaking, so you are the first person. The first person pronoun is either I or we. Usually, the first person pronouns are I or we. As far as second person is concerned, the second person is obviously listener. The listener is the second person, and the second person pronoun is always you. And third person, about whom we talk, whether they are present or not, and the pronouns are he, she, they. These are the pronouns which are known as third person. I think the concept of first person, second person, third person is quite clear to all of you. If yes, write yes in chat box. If it is clear to everyone, first person, second person, and third person. Is it clear to everyone? I am waiting for your reply. If you have understood, write yes. And if there is any confusion, you may write no also. Gaurav has replied yes, sir. Good. What are the remaining students doing? Should you not reply to my questions? Ansita, yes, sir. Very good. If you have understood. So, my dear students, when we change direct speech into indirect, that time change of person is required. And for this, I told you first person, second person, third person, there are three persons. But except this, we have to know the case. Case is also important here. And you know very well there are three types of case: nominative case, objective case, and possessive case. So here we will discuss mainly about nominative and objective case. Or I may tell you possessive case also, because when we change direct into indirect speech, that time case is also considered, and according to case we apply either it will be nominative, objective, or possessive, which we will see when I will give you examples. So when we talk about nominative case, suppose let us take example of I. The objective case of I will be me. Possessive case my. Let us take example of he. The objective case of he is him. Possessive case his. Let us take next example of she. The objective case of she is her, and the possessive case also her. Let us take next example is we. Objective case us, and possessive case our. Next one is they. Objective case is them, and possessive case their. So here we have discussed almost all the subjects: I, you, we, they, he, she, and I have told you it's all the forms of cases in nominative case, objective case, as well as in possessive case. So it is very important to know, because when we change direct into indirect speech, that time case is considered, and then it is applied according to the demand of the case. If there is requirement of nominative case, you will use nominative. If there is the requirement of objective case, then you have to change according to the rule and use objective case. And if there is the requirement of possessive case, in that situation, you will use possessive case. So I have told you about the case also. Thereafter, change of tense and change of other parts of speech. But here we will not talk about change of tense and other parts of speech. First of all, I will teach you change of person, and we will learn it step by step, one after another. First of all, the concept of change of person should be clear in practice also. Then we will do change of tense and other parts of speech also. So you have known about change of person as well as case. Let us see some basic rules, some general rules, we can say some general rules which are applied while changing direct into indirect speech. So as you know, the statement of direct speech is always having two parts, at least two parts. The first part which is kept out of inverted comma, and the second part which is kept under inverted comma. Are you getting or not? How many parts are there in the statement of direct speech? Please reply. How many parts are there in the statement of? Deepsika has replied. Saurav has also replied too. Yes, very good. The first part, that is out of inverted comma. For example, he says to me, I am your friend. He says to me, I am your friend. So in this statement, you will find I am your friend. It is kept under inverted comma because this is the part of direct speech. And he says to me, this is out of inverted comma. And here you are instructed to change into indirect speech. So mainly you do work on that part which is under inverted comma. When we change direct into indirect speech, that time our focus is mainly on that part which is under inverted comma. Means I am your friend. So here you will find usually he says to me, he said to me, like that. So the verb which is kept out of inverted comma, the verb which is kept out of inverted comma in this statement, which verb has been kept out of inverted comma? Will you tell me? In this statement, he says to me, I am your friend. Which verb has been kept out of inverted comma? Write that verb in chat box. Let me know you are getting or not. And if there is any sort of kind of confusion, you must tell me. I am waiting for your reply. Saurabh Deepsika, repeat again. The statement is, he says to me, he says to me, I am your friend. In this statement, I want to know about that verb which has been kept out of inverted commas. So as we were talking about, there are two parts in this sentence, and I wanted to know about the verb which is out of inverted comma. Can anyone tell me which verb is out of inverted comma? The sentence is, he says to me, I am your friend. Can't you find that verb which is out of inverted comma? Obviously, that is says. He says to me, this is out of inverted comma. So the verb says is out of inverted comma. And this verb is called reporting verb. What is it called? What is it called? You people are listening to me or not? Please reply. That verb is called reporting verb. Reporting verb. Is it clear to everyone? If it is clear, write yes in chat box. Did you understand reporting verb or not? Deepsika, Muzamil, Saurabh, please reply everyone. When you people don't reply, how I will understand you are listening to me or not? I am only speaking, and there is no any reply from your side. Is the concept of reporting verb is clear to you or not? Saurabh, are you listening to me? Saurabh, are you listening to me? Very bad situation is here. Anyway, let me do my work. The statement which is under inverted comma. The statement which is under inverted comma, that is called reported speech. So two terms are very important here: reporting verb and reported speech. The verb, that is voice is not audible, but I am speaking. Why voice is not audible? Why it is so? Hello, hello. Is my voice audible to all of you? So I was talking about two terms. The first term reporting verb and second term, that is reported speech. So I told you the verb which is kept out of inverted comma, that is called reporting verb. And the statement, the entire statement that is kept under inverted commas, that is called reported speech. Now you tell me the concept of reporting verb and reported speech is clear to everyone? If yes, write yes in chat box. Let me know that you have understood. Deepsika, Saurabh, yes, sir. Okay, now let us understand some basic rules or general rules we can call it. The first rule tells us that reporting verb is changed into tell, tells, told if there is any object after reporting verb. If there is any object after reporting verb. For example, he says to me. So here after says we have an object, that is me. So here reporting verb will be changed into tells. If it is he said to me, so it will be changed into he told me. He told me. Clear? The next important rule is inverted comma is changed into dash. So in direct speech, we find the statement which is kept under inverted comma. But in indirect speech, this inverted comma is removed. And in place of that, we use that. THAT, that. And thereafter, we start the work of changing of person. So in this sentence, you can see, he says to me, I am your friend. I am your friend. So here I will tell you how change of person works. So there are three types of persons: first person, second person, third person. First person change according to subject. First person change according to subject. Second person change according to object. And third person remains unchanged. Means there should not be any change in third person. Is the rule clear to everyone? First person change according to subject, second person according to object, and third person no change. This is the rule of changing of person. Is it clear to everyone? Please reply. If it is clear to everyone, again you people are not replying to what happened. Saurabh, Deep Sikha, Please reply. My voice is audible now, or again there is any trouble? Is my voice audible or there is trouble? Yes, sir.